Hi, my name is John Kulik, and I have developed a unified field theory. And what that means, all the relationships of nature conform to a kind of geometry. I have discovered the foundation of physics. Now, initially one would think there'd be a fair amount of interest in such a model, since this achievement has been the goal of tens of thousands of people for well over several thousand years. I have found that this is not the case. The following two examples represent but a small fraction of my personal experiences. One time I went to one professor with a copy of my paper, and he proceeded to cross his arms, and he tipped his head back and he said, "I must get 40 of these a year. I have decided not to look at them." I sent a copy of my paper to a prestigious journal in physics, and I got the following response: "This is too simple to be true. In my 30 years of experience, there is always something fundamentally wrong with these papers." If the model is so simple, it should be easy to show where the model is wrong. It is very easy for me to show where the current limited mainstream model, which I refer to as a limited expansion model, or the dark model, since it is mostly contains the universe mostly contains dark energy and dark matter in order for the model to conform to observation. It's easy for me to show that model is wrong, and I do so in a number of videos that can be viewed here on YouTube, and then the video marked index will help you find them. Now, in an effort to have my model at least looked at, I'm offering a couple of incentives. First, as soon as 1,000 copies of my paper have been downloaded, it's in a PDF file, I will donate $1,000 to the Carl Sagan Fund for the Future. This will help the Planetary Society continue its mission in helping mankind explore outer space. Secondly, I will pay $100 to each of the top 10 bloggers who post comments to the proposed model. The ranking will be done by popularity using a poll. The poll will begin 1 month after 1,000 copies of my paper have been downloaded and terminate 1 month after that. And again, the index file video will help you find the necessary links to make postings Now, when I was in junior high school, I remember being taught the hardships that Galileo endured for his assertion that the Earth moves. This idea conflicted with the beliefs held by those in power and authority at the time. And in response, the people in power and authority had Galileo sentenced to house arrest and forced Galileo to recant. All of Galileo's work was to be censured, not just his discoveries in the field of astronomy. It's unfortunate that when this conflict is taught, it's portrayed as a conflict between science and religion. Actually, what is being revealed is a weakness in the human character. Whenever one group of people has a set of beliefs that differs from another individual or group of people, it is an unfortunate fact that these differences elicit deleterious behaviors. Disdain and censorship are usually the first reactions. History is replete with examples where diverging beliefs have motivated people to do far worse to those who do not think or believe like they do. Preachers and professors are human beings, and once a set of beliefs are adopted and used to discern truth, anything alien to their core set of beliefs will elicit the same adverse reactions to the ideas. Scientists may profess an open-minded consideration of alternative ideas, but I have found that this ideal is rarely realized. I have spent 30 years working on this model. If there is some fatal flaw in it, please tell me. Take me out of my misery. If you are one of those in power and authority and is in part responsible for the dark model, defend it. In my videos, I have described fatal flaws. If I have erroneously misrepresented the limited expansion dark model, show me the error of my ways. Science is the search for the truths of nature. Science is therefore a process. Observations are made, tools and instruments are created to gather data over time. Models are proposed to correlate to the data, and then when one proposed model is poised against another model, and from this exchange of ideas, the truths are revealed. It is my experience that this process has stopped within the field of cosmology. Proponents of the limited expansion dark model have assumed the position of power and authority in cosmology, and from within this ivory tower, judgments are cast. Any idea that does not look what they have spent decades of their life learning are not just censored, they are ignored. At least when the Inquisition ruled during Galileo's time, the proposed model was at least looked at, and the model was debated. Please consider the proposed model, and thank you for your time.